If you ever pick up a tiny AVR chips like the ATtiny412 or the ATtiny3226, you might have wondered, how do I actually flash code into this thing? These chips don't have USB, they don't have a classic ISP header, they use a newer protocol called UPDI, and today I'm going to show you how to program them using nothing but an Arduino Nano that you probably already have. We'll be using a tool called jtag2updi, and by the end of this video you will have your ATtiny linking an LED from a code you wrote yourself. Let's get into it. Before we start, let's go through what you'll need. First, an Arduino Nano. A clone will work well as long as it shows up on your computer as a serial port. Second, your ATtiny chips. I will be demonstrating with two chips today, the ATtiny412, which is a tiny 8-pin chips, and the ATtiny3226, which is a 20-pin chips with more flash and more I/O pins. The programming process is identical for both. Third, 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. This is the pull-up resistor on the UPDI line, and it's important, don't skip it. And finally, 1 kilo ohm resistors with an LED, so we can test that our code is actually running after we finish flashing it. You will also need a USB cable for the Nano and the Arduino IDE installed on your computer. I will link everything in the description. Alright, let's set up the Arduino IDE first. The ATtiny412 and ATtiny3226 are not supported out of the box. We'll need to install a board package called megaTinyCore made by Spence Corday. Open your Arduino IDE and go to File Preferences. In the box that says Additional Board Manager URLs, paste this link. I will put this in the description so you can copy it easily. Click OK. Now go to Tools, Board Manager, search for megaTinyCore and install. It might take a minute to download. Once it's done, we'll have access to all tiny AVR chips. Now let's select our board. So go to Tools, Board, megaTinyCore, and finally find your chips. For the ATtiny412, select ATtiny412. For ATtiny3226, select ATtiny3226. Leave the clock and other settings in our defaults for now. Now we need to turn our Arduino Nano into UPDI programmer. We do this by flashing a special sketch into it called jtag2updi. Go to this GitHub link. I'll put this in the description. Click the green code button and download zip. Extract the folder somewhere else to find. Open the Arduino IDE, go to File, Open. Navigate into the extracted folder, then into the jtag2updi folder and open the file called jtag2updi.ini. Now, and this is important, so don't skip this step. Go to Tools, Programmer, and select Arduino as ISP. Then plug in your Arduino Nano via USB. Go to Tools, Board, and make sure Arduino Nano is selected. Select the correct port for the Arduino Nano under Tools, Port. Click Upload. Wait for it to finish. Your Arduino Nano is now a UPDI programmer. From this point on, don't upload any other sketch to the Arduino Nano. This will override jtag2updi and break the programmer. Now let's wire everything up. I will show you both chips. The wiring is very similar. ATtiny412 8 pins. The ATtiny412 has 8 pins. Here's what each connection does. Connect Nano D6 to ATtiny412 pin 6. That's the UPDI. pins. Then put 4.7 kilo ohm resistors in series on this wire. This pull-out makes the UPDI communication stable. Connect Nano 5V to ATtiny412 pin 8. That's VCC, the power pin. Connect Nano ground to ATtiny412 pin 4. That's ground. For test LED, connect ATtiny412 pin 7. That's PA3 through a 1 kilo ohm resistors to the anode of your LED and a cathode to ground. ATtiny3226 20 pins. The ATtiny3226 has 20 pins and a few more options, but the UPDI wiring is the same idea. Connect Nano D6 to ATtiny3226 pin 16. That's the UPDI pin again through the 4.7 kilo ohm resistor. Connect Nano 5V to the ATtiny3226 VCC pin to and Nano ground to ground. For the LED, connect ATtiny3226 pin 5, and that's PA7 through a 1 kilo ohm resistor to your LED and the cathode to ground. If you are using a custom PCB from JLCPCB, all of this is already laid out for you. The resistors are 1206 SMD. There are female headers for the Nano, and the UPDI pull-out is built in. The link for the PCB files is in the description. Alright, now the exciting part. Let's actually upload code to the ATtiny. Open a new sketch in the Arduino IDE and type this. This just blinks our LED on and off every half a second. Now go to Tools, Board, and make sure you have the correct ATtiny chip selected. Go to Tools, Programmer, and this time select jtag2updi. Make sure the port is still pointing to your Arduino Nano. Now click Upload. But don't use the normal upload button. Go to Sketch, upload your programmer, press Ctrl+Shift+U. And there it is. The LED is blinking. Your ATtiny has successfully programmed. If you have an error, the most common cause is the pull-out resistor. Double check that your 4.7 kilo ohm resistor is on the UPDI wire and properly connected. That fixes most problems. Before I wrap up, here are 3 quick tips if things weren't working. Number 1, always use Sketch. Upload using Programmer, not the regular upload button. The regular button will use JTAG to UPDI. Number 2, the 4.7 kilo ohm pull-out on the UPDI is mandatory. Without it, uploads will fail or be very unreliable. Number 3, make sure the jtag to UPDI sketch is still on your Arduino Nano. If you accidentally uploaded something else to the Nano, just refresh jtag to UPDI again from the start. And that's it. You now know how to program both the ATtiny412 and ATtiny3226 using just an Arduino Nano and the free jtag to UPDI tool. These tiny chips are incredibly powerful for small projects, low power consumption, cheap price, and now you know exactly how to flash them. If you find this useful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. I will link the PCB files, the megaTinyCore box manager URL, and the jtag to UPDI GitHub in the description below. See you in the next one.
$85,000 cash prize pool. The EasyEDA Spark program is now open worldwide. Material costs largely reimbursed. Earn a $100 coupon per finished project. No limits. Top creators invited to 2027 conference and free factory tour. From idea to reality, design it, build it, share it. No limits, infinite rewards. Submit your project now.